Welcome to our journey through one of the most compelling stories in the Bible, the rise and fall of Saul, Israel's first king. Today, we explore how God called Saul through the prophet Samuel, Saul's initial successes, his disobedience, and ultimate downfall. This story is filled with lessons on leadership, obedience, and the consequences of straying from God's commands. Our story begins in 1 Samuel chapter 8. The Israelites, weary of the corrupt leadership of Samuel's sons, demand a king to rule over them, like other nations. "Samuel, you are old, and your sons do not follow your ways. Appoint for us a king to govern us, like other nations. I will bring your request before the Lord." Samuel prays, and the Lord responds. "Listen to the voice of the people. They have not rejected you, but they have rejected me from being king over them. Warn them solemnly and let them know what the king who will reign over them will claim as his rights. The Lord has heard your request. He will give you a king. But know this, a king will take your sons for his army, your daughters for his services, and the best of your fields and vineyards for his officers." In 1 Samuel chapter 9, we meet Saul, a handsome young man from the tribe of Benjamin, searching for his father's lost donkeys. There is a man of God in this city. Perhaps he can tell us the way we should go. As Saul approaches, the Lord reveals to Samuel that this is the man who will rule over Israel. "Tomorrow, I will send you a man from the land of Benjamin. Anoint him to be ruler over my people Israel. The Lord anoints you ruler over his inheritance. You will reign over the Lord's people and save them from the hand of their enemies." Saul begins his reign with notable victories, such as defeating the Ammonites and uniting the tribes of Israel. But as his reign progresses, Saul's obedience to God is tested. In 1 Samuel chapter 13, Saul disobeys God's command. When Samuel delays in arriving to offer a sacrifice, Saul takes matters into his own hands. "Bring the burnt offering here to me. I will offer the sacrifice." As Saul finishes, Samuel arrives and confronts him. "What have you done? When I saw the men scattering, and you did not come at the set time, I felt compelled to offer the burnt offering. You have done a foolish thing. You have not kept the command the Lord your God gave you. Your kingdom will not endure." Saul's final act of disobedience occurs in 1 Samuel chapter 15. God commands Saul to completely destroy the Amalekites, but Saul spares their king and the best of their livestock. "Why did you not obey the Lord? You pounced on the plunder and did evil in the eyes of the Lord. But I did obey the Lord. I spared Agag and the best of the sheep and cattle to sacrifice to the Lord." Does the Lord delight in burnt offerings and sacrifices as much as in obeying the Lord? To obey is better than sacrifice. Because you have rejected the word of the Lord, he has rejected you as king. Samuel mourns for Saul, and the Lord grieves that he made Saul king over Israel. The Spirit of the Lord departs from Saul, and he is tormented by an evil spirit. David, a young shepherd, is anointed by Samuel to be the next king, setting the stage for a new chapter in Israel's history. Saul's story is a powerful reminder of the importance of obedience to God. His rise and fall illustrate the consequences of placing personal ambition above divine command. As we reflect on Saul's journey, let us remember the lessons of humility, obedience, and the unyielding faithfulness that God desires from each of us. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the life of King Saul. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more biblical stories and insights. May we all strive to follow God's will with unwavering faith and obedience.